Hey everyone, welcome to another transformation video. This is the MP-59 Rhinox. You can see him there. We're going to go ahead and take him from how he's packaged, which is the Rhino mode, to robot mode and back again. So let's go ahead and get started. So first off, what you want to do to make this a little easier, I find, is just to pull the head away from there like that. Use that joint they have, and then use that so you can get in there and open these panels, right? You can open those panels, and also get this down, kind of down a little bit, so it's a little easier to clear things. So then what you want to do there is right here, you want to get these right here. There's this whole like collar piece right around the head, or near the head. You want to get this untabbed from the side and whatnot. Make sure to kind of get it done on both sides too. So otherwise it'll do the thing where it's like constantly re-tabbing itself back in, which is a little annoying. Get that all untabbed and bring that back all the way like that. Like so, and then up here at the head, the Rhino head, you want to go ahead and take the little levers here, you want to push those in like that, and then rotate this all around like this, and rotate this all the way back like that. We'll just kind of leave that for now, as is. So yep, from there what you want to do is take this, and you want to take this shoulder piece right here and untab that and bring that up like that, and same on this side. Untab this and bring it up like so. And these pieces, what you want to do is untab them. You want to untab them from the bottom here like that. They'll untab from the bottom, and it's a double hinge. You want to kind of collapse it up against the back like this. Make sure you clear this panel as well. Kind of collapse against the back like that, and same thing on this side. Untab it and bring it up and collapse against the back. Now from here, what you want to do, go ahead and do is bring these around like so. These rotate around like that, and you go ahead and collapse this up. Collapse this whole thing up like so. And also that's when you also want to retract to this that little hinge, not hinge, the slider. You want to retract that as well. And there's a peg right here which will go into that slot right there. And now do that. You do that, and then take the ears here and then rotate them around in the ball joint. Rotate them around to the open parts facing the back, I guess, and rotate around like this and bring it down like that, and just kind of sit like that. It's probably going to, while you're transforming things, undo itself a couple times. It's not a huge deal, one way or the other. Then, of course, you look at this goofy nonsense right here, and and then from there, what you want to do is you want to untab this panel right here and this panel right here, like so. And this will then untab these panels and untap this panel, and to kind of bring them out like that. Just get them a little out of the way. Make sure they're kind of bring those out like that. Take this panel right here. You want to bring this down, and you want to unpeg this right here. Right here, you want to unpeg that part right there. And as you do so, you also want to swing these around like this, so that they, these can are out of the way of the legs, like so. And then bringing these up a bit. Go ahead and bring these out. Bring these out like that. The front legs, you want to bring those out like so. So you have clearance right here. So you can go ahead and then right here, when you have all this up, you want to go ahead and just untab the gun here, and just kind of, it's probably going to untab itself anyway at this point, at some point pretty soon. So just kind of go ahead and get it untabbed now. Although some stuff's in the way right now, but yeah. I just go ahead and get it untabbed now, because it almost always untabs itself anyway at this point. You're supposed to do it a little bit later, but it almost always untabs itself. So just go ahead and put that off to the side for now. Anyway, we're here. What you want to do is go ahead, and there's a hinge right here. You want to use that hinge right there and bring these. Let's see, is this right here? This is supposed to go up a little bit. Yeah, you use that hinge right there to bring this up, so you can get these inward like that. Just get those inward. And you can make sure that stays down. And you take the arm pieces and just bring those all the way up like this. Like that and like that. Just bring those up and out of the way. And unfortunately, stuff's already coming undone. That's not supposed to come undone yet. don't pay attention to that. Anyway, you get that all done, and you just kind of leave that for now, that mess right now, because now you have to come down to the bottom half of things, and right here you want to take this panel, open that up, and open this up, and then to untap this panel from the rear legs, like so, and like that. And this also this whole assembly you're going to untap from here and just kind of bring that up, and then this for clearance. You want to go ahead and bring the side skirts out, and then untap this right here. And just bring the legs down at the knees, like that. And also, because they're at an angle, you want to straighten them out too, like that. Just to get those out of the way for now. And then up here, what you want to go ahead and do is bring this back down like so. This right here, you want to go ahead and bring this around and peg this in right there. I want to fold this up and fold this up right there. Adjust this just slightly. And fold this up right there, and kind of use this double hinge to kind of make it sit like this and bring these in like that. You untab right here, there's a panel hinge right here. Untab that and flip this around like so. And while you also, and then take this panel right here, you want to take this and rotate this around so this little bit's sticking out. And this is going to come down right here, and there's a, if you look, there's a tab right here that goes in a slot right there. You want to bring that and tab that in. And also make sure the arms are cleared out of the way. These are going to kind of have to bring these in such a way. You want to bring these in like that, and they'll kind of go up and underneath. Using those hinges. Going underneath there, and yeah, going underneath there like that. They'll look like this, and then there's like these there's tabs up here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to raise it up a little bit. Yeah, there's tabs up here and the tab down here. Those all come in and collapse in to those spots right there, like so. And that's pretty much the upper half done. Now, down here at the lower half, what you do here is go ahead and spread the legs out a little bit just to give yourself a little more room. What you want to do here is you want to take the foot piece and bring it out here, and you want to rotate the heel out and rotate the toe out. There's a little thing you get your thumbnail on right here if it's a little stuck. But yeah, rotate the toe out right here. Take this piece right here and collapse that tab in. And you rotate this whole foot out like that, and just kind of get it off to the side right there for now. And do the same thing on this side. Bring this out. You rotate the heel out like so. Rotate the toe out, and then you bring the whole foot down like that, and just kind of leave it off to the side. Now, what you want to do here is you want right here. There's this seam line right here. You want to go ahead and open up the shin, I guess, the lower leg. You want to open this panel up. Take this panel, and you want to take this and also bring it in and also rotate it around. There's a hinge inside too. There's multiple hinges in here. You want to rotate it around and bring it in like that. Then you bring the Rhino leg up and you just kind of rotate up in there. Take this piece right here. You rotate that down and then into the leg. Then the part on the foot here, you want to rotate it here at this hinge. So it looks like this. And then rotate this inward like that. And then close the leg up. And you're going to have to angle this a little bit to clear things. Close the leg up. Like this. Tab it in, and then tab this part in right there like that. And then that's, that foot is mostly done. You just got to take this right here at the leg, right above the knee, and you rotate it. And match the pattern up, I guess. Match up the pattern right there, and that's one leg done. Same thing on the other leg. You untap it right here. So you untap it right here. You untap that right there. Right there. You open this panel up. Take this panel, rotate it in and rotate it around. And this is actually a step that, believe it or not, this is skipped by the instructions, I think. So you rotate that around and rotate it in. Make sure that's out of the way. Bring the Rhino foot up. You take this, rotate that in, rotate it into the leg. Take right here, rotate it this hinge right here, rotate it here, and then close this up, like so. that, and then close this up right there. And then of course take it right here and above the knee, rotate it around, line that up, and there you go. There's that part. Now back here on the, I guess, butt skirt, what you do here is, if it hasn't already done so, like it has for me, you untab it from there, you rotate this part around, you collapse this panel in, and then you rotate these panels in, right, like so. And then this collapses in. There's these tabs right here on the sides, which will go into the little pits right here, and you're going to hear a loud click when you do so. You have to give it a good push, so just be aware of that. You're supposed to anyway, because it's not collapsed all the way from mine yet. There you go. Yeah, you'll hear a loud click like that, and then you put the tail up, push it up like that, and then you just go ahead and retab this butt plate to, or butt skirt to the hip skirts. And there you go, that's the lower half, and now we're going to come up to the upper half here. So here at the shoulders, you go ahead and bring these down like that. You can also go ahead and rotate these forward. Rotate those forward about that many clicks or so. I've heard 5 and 6 clicks, so you know, just be aware of that. You rotate this forward like that. That's actually, that's one too many. There we go. Yeah, rotate that forward like that. So then at the arms here, what you're supposed to do here is take these rhino feet and you'll collapse those into, you'll collapse the heel of the rhino foot into the toes. You'll untab the hand here. You'll straighten it out right here. You'll untab it from here and rotate it around and retab it in right there. Yeah, right there, and bring the thumb forward and close up the fingers. And this tab right here will go into that slot right there when it's all correct. You go ahead and bring this down and rotate this right around right there at that swivel. And then over here, again, collapse the heel into the toes like that. Untab this, bring it up. Untab the hand, bring it around. Tab it in right there, bring the thumb forward, close up the fingers. Like so, and then collapse this up and tab it into the rhino foot like that. Bring this down and rotate around and make sure you do some cleanup like that potentially. And there you go. There's that bit. And of course, one final step is you take this and rotate this up and click it in place, and there you go. That's Rhinox in robot mode. Yeah. So there's that. So we're going to go ahead and take him back to Rhino mode. And well, first off, what you do here is, of course, take this piece and untab that and rotate it back around and loop it around there. We'll put that aside for now. Then right here, what you go ahead and take the shoulders, rotate them out, rotate them around at the swivels right there. And of course, untab this, straighten out the fingers right there. Bring that thumb back, untab the hand right here, rotate around and tab it in on this side and bring this all the way back. And then right here, this tab right here will go into a slot right here. There's several joints you have to work with, and it's a little tricky first time just to get it lined up right, but you have to get this all lined up right, because you have to use this swivel and the swivel right here to get this all lined up properly, and this hinge. So get that lined up, so it tabs into the rhino bit like that, essentially. It's not exactly intuitive to figure it out, but once you do it a couple times, you figure it out. And then of course, get this rotated back or slid back out like that. Same thing on this side. Untap this. Straighten out the fingers. So take the thumb, bring it out. Untab the hand from this side, rotate it around and tab it on this side. Bring the thumb all the way back. And again, use this swivel and this hinge and this other swivel to get this tab lined up with that slot. Right there. And then of course take this bit and extend the heel back out on the rhino foot. Like that. Now, the shoulders go 5 clicks. I believe it's 5 clicks back. at the shoulder. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then bring it up. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and bring it up. Just kind of leave that for now. Close your mouth, Rhinox. And leave it like that for now, because we're going to come back to that later. Then we're down here at the skirt. What you want to do is, of course, untab it from there. Bring out the tail. Untab this plate from the other plate. Bring it back out. Bring these out. So then bring this part out, and then go ahead and rotate it right here, and tab it back in, and like it all lined up, and just kind of leave it like that for now. Just keep it out of the way. And right down here at the legs, what you want to do, of course, is rotate right above the knee. Rotate it 180, like so, thereabouts, like so, or thereabouts. Now, down here at the legs, what you want to do is take this panel, untab that, split open the leg. You have to do that with the foot. You split open the leg, bring the foot back out, and rotate it here at that hinge too, like that. Rotate this out, bring this up, right there. Rotate the rhino foot out. Bring this panel out, right here, and rotate it around, back around on this panel right there, and this will kind of tab in a little bit there. And then you can also rotate that back in and close this all up, like so. That, just close that all back up right there. And then right here at this foot, you want to go ahead and want to bring, yeah, if it hasn't already, bring this through like that. You have to do this first, and then the toe, and then the heel, and that's like that. And just kind of make sure it's on this side of this panel, and make sure it's just kind of sitting like that. So same thing on this side. Open up this panel, open up the whole leg, bring out the foot and rotate that out on that hinge. Bring out this panel and rotate that up right there. Bring out the rhino foot all the way. Bring out this panel right here and rotate this panel all around on this hinge, like that, and tab it back in. Like that. Close this panel back up too, and then close this up right here, like that. And then right here, what you want to do is make sure to go ahead and rotate this up right there so you can see that goes up in there. You want to open up this tab right there. Close up the toe, close up the heel, and bring it in like that. Now, here you want to kind of break the hips, like at the hips, one click back, and then rotate the knees like that. Kind of get that ready to go, and then of course untab this and bring that up, untab this, and yeah, bring these out and bring this up, and bring this up like so. Just kind of, and then go to also untab that and just get yourself plenty of room, because yeah, you're gonna need it. And down here at this, you can go ahead and tab these together. Make sure to tab these together like that. Bring that down and everything, and there you go. You can also take this opportunity to go ahead and bring this down right here and just kind of tab this all back in right here, and tab this into the legs right there. Tab that in. Don't accidentally collapse that panel in. I just did that. I hate it when I accidentally do that. Be careful. So yeah, this panel has really nothing supporting it, so it's really easy to accidentally collapse it back in if you're not careful. Yeah, and then once you tab these back in, back into legs, you go ahead and collapse this, close these panels back up right there. And there's the back half is pretty much ready to go. Now the front half, anyway, right here, what you want to do is take this and bring this out, and right here, this hinge right here, you want to go ahead and lock that back into place. They'll tab back in. Take these and unfold these, right, like so. Unfold this and unfold that, like that. And these panels right here, you want to go ahead and bring that panel back a little bit so you can get this up and out of the way, so you can clear this. Yeah, so you can clear this bit. to make it a little easier. There we go. You want to angle like this so you can get these above that and whatnot. Then right here, you go ahead and take these and bring these in. Bring this in, like so. And this is also where you take the gun here. You want to take it and bring it in, and this will look like this, and those kind of slot over this rail right here, set of rails right here, like this. Slot over the rails. And make sure these little chain ball, like little mace chain ball thing, whatever you want to call them. Make sure they're facing this way. Not if they're like this, they're gonna get in the way. So there's that. Okay, so yeah, see, it's kind of loose at this point. And unfortunately, this is the best point to also. Oh yeah, I almost forgot this part right here. You want to fold that in. Almost forgot about that. Silly me. Yeah, fold that in, and then bring this. Then plug the gun in. Now it should actually have clearance. There we go. Now it's the proper clearance. Anyway, bring this back and making sure these are out of the way. Yeah, make sure these rotate this whole bit right here. Kind of make sure these are kind of out of the way, and they're folded up like this, and they'll come around like this, and they're just kind of make sure those are out of the way like that, and then you can fold fold it like that, and then fold these in like that, or use these. Yeah, use the shoulder hinges and bring these in like that, and now you can break these around like this, and bring them up right here as well. So also with right here at the fingers, what you want to do with these fingers, you want to kind of bend them back as far as you can like that. That gives you a little more clearance. So yeah, bend them like that. Make sure you have it all squared away. This is going to come up. These right here, these two holes right here are going to go over those pegs right there, like that. This is going to come up and collapse right there like that. Make sure this all actually goes in. There we go. That wasn't fully collapsed. There we go. Those aren't fully collapsed yet, and bring those in. So yeah, you want all that stuff all sitting like that. It's hard to explain some of this stuff because you kind of have to just do it yourself and just kind of get all lined up properly. Make sure those fingers are out of the way. And then you want to bring these forward, and there's a tab right here which will go into a little slot right there. If you see that, it'll go in right there and just kind of wrap around like that. And you go ahead and bring this. You can bring this panel down over top of this, and then this will just tab in with it, like there. Now kind of hold together. Bring this forward. And this will tab in right there, and then this can come down and tab in as well, like that. There, and that will all tab together, right? So you're almost done. Now you want to unpeg the Rhino head from the back, right there. Just bring that back. Rotate these out, like so, and then go ahead and collapse these panels back down. There's a tab here which will go into that. Hook into that right there, like so, and like so, like that. And then go ahead and bring these panels down, and they'll make sure on this hinge, there's multiple hinges here, make sure it goes all the way down so this panel sits flush, and then that will unhook underneath and tab right there, and this will come in and hook underneath and tab in right there. This panel's slightly askew, but yeah. And then of course right here, what you want to do is again slide this forward, so then you can go ahead and bring the mouth around and bring that around like so. Bring the mouth around and close that up. Bring this panel out so you can then get underneath here. Get underneath here and bring these little levers down. like so. They'll bring the eyes out. That what that does is it brings the eyes out. And if you want to bring this down enough, it's kind of tricky, but you're going to want to bring this down enough so you can then you get these eyes set properly and everything, but also be able to clear the head. So you're going to bring this whole thing down. These tabs are going to hook into you know, this thing. Those tabs will hook into stuff on the shoulders, I guess, the Rhino shoulder. Yeah, trying to get these levers positioned properly. Particularly since to get them all the way positioned properly, you have to close these up too. So you want to bring this piece up and close those. Yeah, close these panels up into it as well. I'm going to bring this back down. So we're almost there. Go ahead and collapse the head into there, and bring the ears up. Rotate them around, so facing the proper direction again, and right there like that. And hopefully, with only a little bit of fuss, you've got Rhinox back in his Rhino mode. So yeah, transformation is weird because it feels more complicated than it actually is. It looks more complicated than it actually is. It's actually pretty straightforward, but I think the angles where you're using here are not the usual angles. We're used to, like with Transformers, like 90-degree angles or 45-degree angles. This is using the angles that aren't that, so it kind of throws you off. You're expecting things to go places they're not, and so it kind of throws you off in a little way. Once you've figured out placement for a lot of stuff, it's a lot easier overall. But just getting stuff in the right position the first few times can be a little tricky because it's not exactly well explained, like where exactly it's supposed to go, and you're trying to feels like you're pushing panels past other panels and whatnot. But overall, it's once you've got it down pat, once you've done it a couple times, it's actually pretty straightforward, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that actually does all make sense. But yeah, yeah. On top of that, there's also a very specific order you want to do things in, because if you do it out of that order, it's going to be a lot more difficult. So that's Rhinox's transformation. I hope this was helpful in any way. I hope you check out the review. I'll talk about more there, and I shall see you there.